Well, wonderfully, I just lost power at my place, so that's just great. This rain is coming down right now, heavily, incredibly. Like, my gutters are overflowing and it is not even coming out of the end. What the fuck is going on here? Shit, buffing up. Bet my main trees blocked up my drain. But anyway, there's nothing blocked up in the back here. And the rain's coming down so hard that it is overflowing my freaking... That one's drain is turned on right now. It is set the drain out there, and it is still overflowing because of the amount of rain that's coming down right now. And the... Enough! Okay, I'm wet now. Thanks a lot for that. My ass. It was calm. It was kind of sunny out earlier. What brought this on? I mean, it's all just draining into my freaking porch area now. And I've lost power at exactly 5 o'clock p.m. And it came back like 3 or 4 times for like a half a second or two. Man. My pecan tree's looking to want to come down here pretty soon. The wind's blowing everything around like the way it is. I mean, even my glass door up in the front, it's freaking covered in rain. Well, at least I can rely on some clocks to keep going. Yeah, the ones with pendulums never stop. More lightning. And a limb just came down out of my tree. And another one just came down. That one, I don't know if that one was there before or not. I don't see any lines down. I don't see my transformer having exploded. Well, shoot. I think I would know if my transformer would have exploded because I would have seen the flash and heard the bang instantaneously. And then the power would have gone out like instantaneously right after that. So, yeah, I would know if that were the case. My computer's still running over here. My entire entertainment center is still powered up by those little lights down there for God knows how long. She's probably wondering why I quit responding real quick. I was telling her about all the storminess over here and... Oh, that's wonderful right there. Tornado warning till 6 o'clock. Beauty. Well, the wind's definitely blowing hard enough. Tried to blow me over in my own backyard. Okay, I'm gonna shut as much off as I can here. Well, I doubt this little screen here takes that much power, but we're still gonna shut it off because everything's a drag on the ups unit. Yeah, I can't shut anything else off here. I could turn that light on over in the corner, but unfortunately it would really like drag the ups down bad, and a lot quicker too. But it'd at least give me some light in here if I really needed it. So yeah, I guess I'm just waiting for power to come back. Like I said, it's been off since 5 o'clock and then it came back on for about 1.5 seconds, and then it went off again for about 1.5 minutes, and then it came back on for another 2 seconds, and it went off again. So I was like, make up your mind, go off or stay on, and preferably I'd like to stay on, but it didn't do that. Okay, what just texted me? I got a text from Sweatco. Yeah, because I reported it. Thanks. Okay, well, I guess I'm not testing printers anymore for right now. I was in the middle of testing all of these printers I got from estate sales, but... yeah, and then the power went out right in the middle of it, and I didn't have the printers on any of the UPS systems. So, I was working on this PhotoSmart... what is it? PhotoSmart 7260. I had previously tested this 7210Xi Office Jet. This is my old HP PhotoSmart 7150. It printer ink cartridges have dried up, basically. This Dell color laser printer is a C1660W. It works perfectly. This brother printer down here also works perfectly, but it's a HL2240, but it's black and white only, so. And then I've got a couple more over here I need to test. I got a DeskJet F4235. I've got an OfficeJet all-in-one J4680. And I got this PhotoSmart 5510. I've got another PhotoSmart, an 8250. And then I've got this beast of a printer right here, an OfficeJet Pro L7590. And I tested this one somewhat at the estate sale, and it sorta wasn't really want to do a whole lot, so I don't have high hopes for it. But that one and these two here work perfectly. And I was in the middle of testing this one when the power went out. Thanks! Okay, 6.5 minutes already. I'm gonna shut this down for now before I overheat myself, because my AC is out right now too. Well, I got a generator if I absolutely need something. So, there's Longview. About right in the middle between Henderson and Longview is where I'm at. And that's what exploded over us. Yep. Well, the rain has tapered off a little bit. It's now about 5:30. Power's still out, of course, because obviously it's not going to come back on anytime soon. They're not going to dispatch someone out in this mess. Wow, my ditch. Currently flowing quite heavily. Yeah. Over there. But you notice, it isn't flowing across my front yard. It is filling up in the driveway, but that was to be expected. And then it just drains out to where it should. And then that is flowing heavily right now. It's been a while since I've seen it that heavy. In fact, I think I might go ahead and head out to my carport and load up my generator. Well, in all the various storms I've been in through this, living in this house, it has never knocked out my bird feeder right there. And it knocked out my bird feeder right there. If you'll notice in the beginning of this video, it was still hanging. Yeah, boom boom to you too. That's now draining a little bit better. The rain's tapered off a little bit. Gutters aren't exactly overflowing anymore. These never were, which is great. I did those right the first time, obviously. Too bad the drain barrel's still freaking full. I need to do something about that. Man, I would not have my shop building open right now to this. Not the way the wind's blowing. Okay, I'm gonna go out to my shop real quick and drag out my generator. And notice where most of the rain is not in my carport. Yeah, that's just great. I am enjoying the fact that it's staying out of my carport. And this is just barely draining anymore. Must not be coming down much. There's more lightning. I need my keys. I totally forgot my keys. Shoot, I might just open windows. It's cooler out here than it is in my house right now. Alright, I need my keys. Where's my key? I know you're here somewhere. Come on. Work with me. What? Oh. Okay, my generator is hiding behind my lawnmower. You can't see anything anyway, so I might as well just shut this off. And now we can see something. Ooh, that air coming through here right now is so nice and cool. If it wasn't raining so hard, I would open windows. But I don't think the interior of the house would like getting rained in too much, especially with the way the wind is blowing. Look at that nice flow right there. Flowing all down through that area. And way over there, you can see my yard is flooding. The backyard floods. And then it kind of just floats out this way, bypasses the trees, and goes out by the neighbor's driveway, actually, which I should be able to show from my front porch. You can see that right there is my neighbor's driveway. All that water is coming down from behind the house, out of my backyard. And then it goes down into the ditch, and it looks like most everyone's ditches aren't exactly overflowing, so that's good. Let's see. Yep, this one's doing its job nicely. Sorry, I'm a little shaky, but that's to be expected when I'm almost fully zoomed in. Okay, back to my generator. Okay, generator's out here. It's still really dark, so I can't really see much, but I can see enough. I'm gonna turn my gas on so I can get this thing started up. Okay, choke on, switch on, and let's see how many tries it takes to pull start this thing. Apparently a couple. Alrighty then. Needless to say, I won't forget it's running out there. Okay, I got my fridge plugged into one extension cable. And I'm going to plug my entertainment center into the other one so I can get some light in here. Possibly backfeed it into the rest of the living room if I can. I can do that by shutting the breaker off in the breaker box and just plugging a double-ended male plug into one of my outlets in here. Should work. Okay, so there's that. Alright, I'm just going to focus on this for a minute. Well, it's certainly not 5:01 anymore. It's almost 5:45, in fact. I have a light running off my ups right now, which I have plugged into the generator. And the ups is not very happy about that fact right now. It is filtering the input right now. I can't remember if that means the voltage is too high or too low, but it is working, so there is that. For now, at least. Seriously? Seriously? I'll take that as a yes. Well, the rain is pretty much tapered off, and went digging in my gutter up here, and as it turned out, it was flooded with gunk from my pecan tree. So I got up in there, and I cannot see what you are seeing right now, but it's probably not clean. But when I reached my hand up in there and cleaned it out as much as I could, the water came flooding out, so obviously there was more than just a little bit in there. Hi, kitty. She's like, what are you doing out there? Anyway, yep, That same stuff is also blocking up my little drain over here, so that's working out great. All the birds are freaking loving it. You never hear so many birds out until after it rains. Yeah, that'll help it a little bit. Over here, against the side of the house, well, we got some water standing in the yard now. And it started rolling in from the side for a little bit there. It kind of flooded into the carport. Not as bad as it used to, though. I think most of that came from the backyard rather than the porch and overhang, so yeah, it's running down here, and I think it's coming up against a bottleneck right here, probably. So, because it's rushing out down here. So I just need to open this up here a little bit and get this, whatever it is, out of the way. Well, I guess it's not really the problem. This is, looks like I got moss growing there or something. Anyway, so not nearly as bad as it used to be, but I still got a little bit of work to do here. And you notice you don't hear my generator running in the background anymore, but I still do not have power to the house. I figure I'll leave the generator off for right now. Like, it's still sitting over there, so it's available, but I don't have any gas cans here to refill it with if it runs dry. So, rather than run it when I don't absolutely need it, like right now my fridge is still going to stay cold for a while, I will just wait a couple hours and probably start it up around 8 or so if I don't have power back by then. My text from Swepco said it should be back by 9:30. We shall see if that's actually the case. Hey birdies. I hear you, but I don't see you anymore. So, there's that for now. I do have a light on in here. That's my one LED light. My UPS is able to power that for the moment. Kitty cat! Oh, she's gonna run off because she's freaking out from my shoe sounds. Yep, the UPS is still running well. It actually charged up a little bit from the generator. So it's actually got 3 bars now instead of just 2. Which is where it was when I started the generator. And yeah, I had to reduce the sensitivity of the voltage spiking on it because the generator, obviously it's not a very well regulated system, and the UPS was not happy about it. So I had to reduce its sensitivity to the voltage spikes and everything, and it worked fine after that. But yeah, so laptop's off. I'm trying to stay off the phone as much as possible. I mean, I can always charge it on the UPS, and if the UPS goes dead, I can always charge it on the generator, but that thing's way too noisy for my liking, so I'm just gonna try to leave it off. In the meantime, I'm gonna shut up again. I think I might actually get something to eat, because thankfully I don't really need to heat up the food I made last night. I mean, it'd be nice if I could, but I don't have to. But being almost 7 o'clock, I think it's about time to get some food in me, so I'm gonna do that. Well, I'm back to running on generator power again because the UPS nearly died on me. My little battery meter right there was on its last flashing light. And I'm thinking something evened out because it's no longer filtering the high voltage anymore, which is what that orange light up there was. It was filtering high voltage. And I got my voltmeter on it and tested the leads from the generator, and it was putting out like 132 volts, which really isn't bad per se, but probably a little more than it really should. So yeah, good to know the UPS is working on that front at least. Diva's over here kind of freaking out over the fact that there's barely any light around. Both that light and this light should be on right now, but no. I'll come back to my room real quick where I have set up one of my older and much less powerful UPS systems on this light. So that's working out alright for now. It's got this big old monster battery in place of the little one that would usually be inside the unit. So that probably helps. I don't have any of the right size battery for this UPS. But it works. And you are still following me everywhere. Yeah. Cutest little cat ever, I swear. So I'm just keeping it on low intensity right now. That way it's not dragging too much on the battery. The battery's already at 11.74 volts right now, and I'm trying to keep it up as much as I can so I can have light later when I really need it. I can actually probably turn that off right now. Yeah, I think I will. Look out, kitty cat. There. Now that'll save battery power, even though I can't see half an inch in front of me anymore. What do I do with my flashlight, Diva? Do you know? I don't know what I do with a flashlight. Funny thing is, I think I actually left it in my room. So we can go play with the UPS real quick and we can see just how this thing works. It's not like the 1400 volt amp I've got in there. Quiet. Yeah, when you turn this one on, you turn it on and then you have to hit the mute button for it to turn on. So there it is. That's my flashlight. It's a bright, super bright flashlight, and I love it. So that's how that one works as compared to my UPS in here. In order to turn it on, all you got to do is hold down the power button for, I think, 3 or 4 seconds. Normally there'd be a beeper, but when I replaced the battery one time, I broke off the darn beeper piezo transducer. The little speaker on the motherboard broke it off, unfortunately, so it doesn't beep anymore, but I've kind of figured out how it works. You can hear the relays clicking inside, so you kind of know where to stop pushing the button. Because if you hold it too long, then it won't turn on. It's rather odd like that. I have another UPS similar to that one, but it's only got 1 button and only 4 lights as compared to that one's 16 lights. Yeah, it's a 1100 volt amp and not nearly as it's not nearly as featured as this one here is, but it gets the job done when it has a battery that actually works, which right now it doesn't have. This is the only battery I have left that works in these UPS is the one in this UPS, the 24 volt battery. Now the one in that little UPS in there right now was a 24 volt battery that I series to parallel to 12 volts, so technically I guess I could wire that one back to 24 volts and use it in the other UPS, but it probably wouldn't work very well, especially at 11.74 volts. Yeah. Now I don't know what that one's holding up right now, but probably a little bit better than that. Anyway, I'm talking too much. Seriously. I went ahead and I hooked my little surge strip over here up to my entertainment center UPS, so I can actually run the laptop right now. And my phone died on me in the middle of freaking everything, so that was awesome. So, oh, and now you can see one of the other lights come on. That's my load indicator. That's the one that goes off and on whenever it feels like, whenever I'm running the entertainment center. Probably will a lot more now since I got the laptop hooked up to it. Cause, hey! Friggin' power, man! 9:15! Let's see, did this one start back up? Uh-oh. No, it didn't. Come on, you always started right back up. Oh, it is spinning a little bit. There you go. Now we're talking. Okay, now we can come back in here to this one. The UPS is off, but I can always turn my light on now. Yay! That's awesome. So I can turn that on now and it'll actually charge my battery up too. Sweet! I have power again! And you don't care. Pay attention. Now this one, I'm betting probably won't start right back up. But it did. Wow. Yeah. I lost my power again! Shut up. Nobody asked you. Seriously? Oh. This is stupid. Okay, so 9:15 is not the answer then. Alright, I'm gonna go shut the generator off because I don't think I really need it anymore. My battery level on the ups is back up to 4, so that's good enough to keep that going for another 3 hours. So I'm just gonna go shut that mad thing off again. I don't need to put shoes on for that. Unplug. I probably should have done that first, actually. Are you okay? Yeah, you're running on battery now, so it's all good. My fridge, I'm just gonna plug it back into the wall. I'm thinking I should have power back soon. I mean, that 9:15, that's pretty close to the 9:30 estimate they gave me on the text, so we'll see. I am actually gonna restart that generator and let it run itself out of gas so that ethanol crap fuel doesn't gum up the carburetor and all that stuff. Alright, well, I'll come back when power comes back for good, and we'll go from there. Well, 10:38, and I'm giving this up the rest. Because it's not serving any purpose anymore since I shut the lights out. Full shutdown. That's the only thing I kept it powered up for, is that clock right there. Nothing else needs it.